ladies, imagine that there's a candy store, okay? And when y'all turn 18 years old, y'all get into this candy store. Y'all can do whatever y'all want in here. Y'all can eat as much candy as y'all fucking want. The guys, they get into the same candy store, but they don't get into that candy store for a decade. It takes them a whole decade or 12, 15 years, and then they're waiting in line. So they're all waiting in line, and they're seeing the girls having fun in the candy store. They see the guys after, like, they make it after 10 years, whatever. They get in the candy store, and they start eating up the candy and stuff like that. They're ruining their buddies on, yeah, let's fucking go. Go eat that fucking candy, bro. You did it, you know? Like, you made it. Like, we're all trying to get there. Like, you fucking did it. The thing is, though, like, like when a guy does that, when a guy goes and has sex, when he turns 30 or 35 and he hits his peak and he's able to actually go and have all that fun and have all that sex and stuff, we like to shame those guys and say, why are you eating all that candy? Stop eating all that candy. Like, why are you doing that? You shouldn't. Why are you splurging so hard? And it's like, well, it took us a decade to get into the candy store. A lot of y'all got that candy store at 18 years old because all y'all's value is up front. And so when y'all get into the candy store and then y'all are complaining at these guys, like, why the fuck are y'all eating all this candy? Why are y'all splurging, doing all this shit? Well, y'all had y'all's worth when y'all were 18 and y'all did the same shit. Like, y'all can't judge the guys that are doing that shit, once they make it to their peak. A lot y'all got to realize that y'all are self-made millionaires at 18 years old, and guys have to make their million until 30, 35 when they're worth something. Guys that are 18 ain't worth shit unless they're an athlete. They ain't worth a fuck.
Very true.
So
go ahead.
So you think women who are 30 aren't worth anything?
They're definitely worth a lot less.
This is an interesting thing you just said, that he said women over 30 are not worth anything. This is an argument of this is a classic example of a straw man argument. Do you know what a straw man argument is? No. In fact, I brought some props here today so we can illustrate some of these fallacies that we're going to be seeing probably later tonight. This is what we call a straw man,
Okay.
A straw man is basically, you take someone's argument, you ignore it, and then you say that they said something they never really said. You build a little straw man, and you just keep attacking the straw man. Sergio, did you say women over 30 are not worth anything?
No, I did not.
You didn't say that? Well, that sounds like a straw man.
You said guys.
We're going to put a little straw man here. So what, you want to restate what you actually said?
Yes. So the thing is, guys are more valuable later on in their life because it takes us a long time for us to make money and build our wealth and get up to a certain point. Women, since y'all's womb is a very valuable thing to men, when y'all are 18 years old, when y'all are young and pure, as she was saying and stuff, that's what men have always valued throughout all of history. And let's do a little history lesson. For 300,000 years as Homo sapiens, we couldn't tell if the baby was ours. There was no way to tell. So a woman's loyalty was a big fucking deal to us because we couldn't tell if you were fucking the other caveman or not. There was no fucking way to tell. We really give a fuck about loyalty. So that's why y'all are so worth so much when you're 18, when you're young, and we're not worth a fuck. Like, we ain't worth shit. Y'all can get on a yacht at 18, 19. I'm never going to get a yacht at 18, 19. What'd you say?
A lot of women don't know that at 18.
Yeah, well, y'all know it intrinsically. Like, it's a very like your family teaches it to you from a young age. Protect your fucking purity. Protect this shit. Protect your vagina. It's very much taught in society and everything. But when you have feminism, when you have Cardi B, when you have all these people preaching that pussy is power, and my ability to fucking go get a bag off of my pussy and do all this shit is like cool and awesome, then you have a fucking backward society that's very confused and trying to make shit work when. How can you make shit work when the entire society? You know how many guys get canceled or lose their jobs over the shit that I talk about on this show? Yes. I started this shit because I was in a privileged position that most men weren't in to be able to speak this shit without losing a job or something.
I'm scared to come on your show every day, and I work for myself.
Yeah. He's a doctor. He went to school for all these years, and he's a surgeon, and he still has to worry about that shit.
Here's the thing. We never say women over 30 are not worth anything. Like, I don't believe that at all. In fact, I think it's a little overblown that people think, like, if she hits 30, no man's going to want her. That's nonsense. I can tell you for a fact that's complete nonsense.
Yeah, there's tons of guys out here. Yeah.
I have friends of mine who are doctors. They're not simps. But, if the girl checks every other box, she's 30, 32, 33, whatever. It's fine. Mm-hmm. So just because men have preferences of like a younger age doesn't mean that we're indirectly saying that if you're over 30, you have no value. No one said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's also talk about another thing. Most guys don't have options, so they don't get to make those type of choices. There's a certain caliber of man that gets to say, Leonardo DiCaprio, who gets to say, every time my girl gets to 25, I'm dropping her and getting a 19-year-old. There's very few men that have the ability to do stuff like that. There's not a lot of guys that can. Let's do the super chats, bro. We're way behind on them. I'm so sorry.
And right before we get to this chat, go ahead and hit that goddamn like button for this fire ass show we got on
Yes,
right now.
please, guys, hit the like button. First one from JR. We got $2. Rod, you still owe me $60. He's never gonna let go, man.
God, it's been all over Instagram.
He's never gonna let it go. He's been talking about it for 2 weeks now. $2 again from JR. All drinks are off at the bar till I get paid. Hey, we actually bought more drinks, bro. Yeah, you missed out. $2 more. Does Vicodin help a sprained ankle, Doc?
I don't know, man. I do eye surgery. That's far from where I work.
I don't think he ever has to prescribe Vicodin in his line of work. Can someone break down what a Dyson sphere is? Where have I heard this recently?
It does sound familiar, doesn't it?
I know. I feel like it was a
Why?
TikTok like conspiracy video or something stupid that I watched that was talking about it. Or maybe it's like a fucking anal ball or something, and we don't even know that. And he's really trolling the shit out of us. $2 from Ombre of the House. Like the video, and Jared will take you to dinner with a Dyson ball. Yeah. Let's do $5 from Michael Mitruk. Shout out to Purple Podcast. Question for the ladies: do you regret who you lost your virginity to with? Yes or no, and why?
Sure.
That's a really good question.
Sure.
Yeah. Just really quick, we're gonna run through it. Do you regret who you lost your virginity to,
No,
and why?
because he was my first boyfriend. So
Yeah.
Oh, so
It's cute.
No, I made him wait 8 months, and he was very respectful till I was ready. So
Okay. Okay.
No, but I feel this way because I feel like it was a serious relationship, and not just that, but he respected my time and waiting too. So
Okay. What about you?
Yes, it was whack. I was young. I didn't even know if it was really the real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time. What about you?
Definitely, it was somebody I shouldn't have even been with. It brought a lot of trauma with it too.
I feel like a lot of people like just did it to get rid of it, you know, and like
Right.
it kind of
It makes you not
it kind of
wanna do it
pisses you
again
off
for a
afterwards. You're like,
long
God, why did I
time."
fuck it up that time? What about you?
I regret it.
You regret it?
Yeah, because I did it because I could,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
What about you?
Definitely, yes. I shouldn't have been sneaking and geeking.
Sneaky link.
What about you?
no, because I don't regret things.
You don't regret things?
No.
You learn from it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next one, bro? $5 from Ombre of the House. If we are equal, then would you share the responsibility when something inevitably goes wrong? Duty, urgency, and competence to fix whatever problems come up. I'm sure he's talking also about, you know, like if a robber breaks in, who's going to get up and go downstairs and check on it?
Well,
If you hear a noise.
I've
I've never.
I
I have lived with 5 different girls, and never in my life has one ever in the middle of the night when they heard somebody say, "Hey, let's go together." It's always, will you go check on that right now? What the fuck was that? Go check.
We have a plan. We have a game.
We going.
I'm the first one out.
Have all the fun.
Nah, I mean, I know that she must be really skilled with the bookie if I'm gonna trust her like that. Tomo J with New Zealand $20. Thank you, Rao. How much trauma do you think men in their 20s experience from lack of female I can't say that.
Reciprocity.
Yeah. Reciprocity. I'm gonna stop. While they're
Have you
living,
ever had a dream that you
I mean,
I didn't try it.
I can't roll my R's either in Spanish, so it works. While they're living as rock stars, I don't think you understand how much trouble we are in. Have a good show. Thank you, bro. I thank you for always coming back, Tomo. I really appreciate you. How much trauma do you think men in their 20s experience from lack of females?
This is the average guy, by the way.
Yeah. How much trauma do you think these guys are going through right now that aren't getting girls?
A lot.
A lot, you think?
I would say none, right?
None? You don't think it's that bad?
I think it's
I
bad.
don't think it's.
You don't think that? You don't think it's that bad?
I feel like it's they probably think they don't got game or something.
Okay.
They don't.
What do you
I
think?
think it's bad. Like I've had situations and fairly recently where people have been like, "Oh my God, you're nice," and I'm like, well, "What kind of girls are you talking?
Right,
Girls
yeah.
that want to beat your ass? Like,
Right.
what's wrong?"
Well, they're saying on dating apps too much, and those girls are gonna treat them like shit. Like, get off the
Right.
fucking dating apps, like I teach y'all all the time. What about you?
She's so right. I felt that one. So yes, I definitely feel like.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Your bitch is coming over to kill
What about
you."
you?
Or what?
I definitely think there's some trauma there because a man ego, I think it is a lot for them, and like I feel like that's a part of their world to like
Yeah.
get some around that age.
You're very true. It is. It hurts their egos like a motherfucker. What about you?
I agree with.
Yeah.
her.
So
Follow-up
just-
question: do you guys even care though? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Well, like 9 times out of 10,
She was honest at least.
Well,
I like her. She
the
just
reason
says that. I was
why-
like, yeah, bro. I don't care.
the reason why he's asking
No,
is because
seriously, a lot of women will be like, I really care about men.
unless y'all have a younger brother or a cousin or somebody that you see
That's true,
suffering,
that's true.
9 times out of 10, y'all don't give a fuck about these type of guys. The
Absolutely not.
suicide rate for men is 4 times that of women. Divorced men, 9 times. 9 times out of women. So guys go through hella trauma over not getting sex or losing relationships and stuff. It's way worse. Go ahead.
I feel like it's higher for men because men don't like to talk about what's going on with them.
Talk
They
about
bottle
it.
everything up.
They think
Girls
it
talk
makes
to
them
each
look
other.
less
You know what
Yeah.
happens if they talk about it?
What?
They get made fun of.
Not all the time. You guys don't have friends. That you can talk to.
A guy who doesn't
We
get
do,
sex
though.
is gonna get made fun of by his friends and women, by
Yeah.
everybody,
That's what it
even
is.
your parents. Even your parents would treat a kid weird and be like,
Oh, yeah.
"Why is
When
our
are you
kid
gonna
so
bring
weird?"
somebody home?
Yeah. Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.